Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and biscuits. My name is Lazy Biscuit, host of the Lazy Biscuit YouTube channel, and I'd like to introduce you guys to something that I created. I call it Spooky Spring, because have you seen what's going on out there? It's absolutely terrifying. We still don't know what Nintendo has planned for the rest of the year. Half of the Pokemon are still missing. Mario Kart 8 and Super Mario Party still haven't seen my videos on recommended DLC. The Froggy Chair is missing in Animal Crossing. The vending machine in the break room is out of my favorite snack. And you want to know what the worst thing of all? Some of you guys aren't even subscribed to me. I just don't understand. It's crazy. You're watching the videos, so why not subscribe? Because, you know, honestly, seeing all these people not subscribed, it kind of hurts me a little, you know? And I don't want to be like that, but it hurts. It really does. So why not make a poor, sad little biscuit's day by pushing that subscribe button down below to get informed about all the other videos I'm going to be releasing. But you know, all this terrible, bad, awful, horrid news has given me a great idea I want to make a video about. I'm gonna make a video about King Boo!
See, Boo themselves aren't really that scary. They're kinda adorable if you think about it. They got tiny little tails, stubby little hands, big old goofy tongues, and they get all shy when you look at them and just, they're so cute. But King Boo, on the other hand, is anything but adorable. He's big, he's scary, he's mean, he's got dark glowing eyes, a giant tongue, a big crown on top of his head to show off that yes, he is indeed the king of all boos, and to top it all up, he's got a scary, monstery, sinister laugh compared to the Boo's tiny little giggles. He even frightens me. He truly is the king of all boos, and he means business.
But I realized something. King Boo appears in not only just Luigi's Mansion, but in the various Mario spin-off games. And that's how cool of a character he is. He appears in Mario Kart, he appears in the Mario Sports series, he probably even appears in Mario Tennis or whatever. So I was like, oh wow, Dad, that's cool. He appears in the other series. I can grab footage from that and put this in the video about me talking about how amazing King Boo is. So I popped in some Mario Kart and picked King Boo, and as I did, I realized something interesting. Something was wrong. Something about King Boo was quite different from, you know, how I remember King Boo. It makes no sense.
King Boo looked more like this, which is weird because isn't King Boo supposed to look like this? I mean, this King Boo has looked like this for the past 3 Luigi's Mansion games. Now, before I go any further, let me just clarify one thing. I'm going to be calling this King Boo, and this King Boo, the Luigi's Mansion King Boo, so we don't get these two confused, because, you know, this guy's King Boo, but then this guy's King Boo, and then there's the Super Mario Sunshine King Boo, but we don't talk about that King Boo because, well, look at it. This isn't a King Boo. What is this? This is a fake, a fraud, a phony. So we're just going to kind of brush that one aside. Plus, we haven't seen the Super Mario Sunshine King Boo since Super Mario Sunshine, so I'm just assuming maybe it was a phony, or maybe it was during a time where King Boo was kind of maybe going through a rough patch, because if that's the case, I'm glad he got his life back together, but we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the King Boos. Now, I wanted to do some research on why this King Boo looked like this, because, you know, Luigi's Mansion King Boo actually looks like a King Boo. It looks much more than just a King Boo. He looks like he's king of the ghosts, for crying out loud. But I was confused, because if you look at this King Boo, it doesn't look like a King Boo at all. It just looks like the Boos we all know and love. The goofy tails, the silly tongues, the adorableness when you stare at them. Oh, they're just so cute. Can I please have one as a pet? So I decided to do some research. And what I found was even more interesting. See, King Boo's first debut was in the first Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. And it really does look like a King Boo. Like I said, it looks like the king of the ghosts. And then a game called Mario Kart Double Dash came out, and the change was immediate. He looks like this in Mario Kart Double Dash, which is weird because, again, this is the Luigi's Mansion King Boo, and then there's Double Dash King Boo. So this change was kind of immediate. It wasn't like a slight change throughout history. No, it's just like, okay, it looks like this now, and this is just so confusing. Why does he look like this?
Now sure, you could say, oh, they're toning down King Boo's scariness to kind of fit the more goofy silliness aesthetic of the Mario cast. I mean, even Big Bad Bowser isn't even that scary. He's just kind of a big old lovable goofball. Which is completely ridiculous. I mean, come on, people. They made King Boo to be scary. He has to be scary. Why would they tone down his silliness? Plus, why would anyone think that? It's more fun to theorize on why this character is. And speaking of theorizing, I came up with a couple of theories as to why King Boo looks so different.
The first theory I have is that King Boo is actually just Boolassus, or a pretty big Boo with a crown, posing as King Boo, while the true King Boo, the Luigi's Mansion King Boo, is still trapped in the painting. Now, I know this sounds confusing and weird, but hear me out. Maybe King Boo had a plan B. Maybe he thought to himself, gee, Luigi is a scaredy cat and all, but he's defeated like 49 Boos. He's gotten all these ghosts in the paintings, so maybe I should have a plan B just in case I accidentally get defeated. I probably won't get defeated, I'm obviously the best Mario character, Luigi's just a big old scaredy cat. I can defeat him. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna have a plan B. I'll send out one of my minions, poses me. He'll go to go-karting and go to parties, and he'll gather information on Luigi and his pals, and next time we fight, I'll have the upper hand. Something like that. I mean, that would make sense, kind of have an inside guy, like a middleman, spying on Luigi, like figuring it out, but nobody knows that's like the evil King Boo. Someone just like, oh, it's just a goofy Boo with a crown on top. There's nothing wrong with him, but it really is something wrong with him. He's spying, and man, that's my first theory, but of course I have others. The second theory I have is that King Boo is the King of Boos. Now, what I mean by this is that King Boo over here, he doesn't look like a king. He just looks like the King of Boos. But with the Luigi's Mansion King Boo, as I said earlier, looks like a king of the ghosts. Now, with King Boo, it makes sense if he were just to be the King of the Boos. After all, every Mario enemy that is a king of something has something that kind of differentiates them from the other Mario enemies. For example, King Babam, he's got arms, he's got legs, he's got a mighty mustache. And with King Womp, he's, well, bigger than a regular Womp, which is kind of dumb. I mean, sure, he's got a crown on top. Anything? Anything else? Oh, he takes 3 hits to defeat. So what? I mean, come on, give him a mustache or something. That would have been cool. You know what? Just give every single Mario King a mustache. That right there is amazing. But like I was saying, the Luigi's Mansion King Boo seems like the king of the ghosts, king of every ghost in the Mario universe, even the king of King Boo. Yeah, that's right, that's a twist. That's a tongue twister, but you weren't even thinking about that one. Yes, whoo, that's crazy right there. But of course, my third theory, and this is a theory I'm holding on to the most because I feel like it would make the most sense. The third theory is that they're the same person. It's Luigi's Mansion King Boo, but in disguise. Yeah, you see where I'm getting at, right? And it would make sense. Luigi's Mansion King Boo is seen to have some extraordinary powers. It's just like, oh, he has this giant crown, he's able to destroy moons, he's able to dress up as a giant Bowser. Somehow he's able to free ghosts from paintings, so it would make sense for him to kind of just change up his appearance, I mean, if he has all these other powers, why doesn't he have the powers to just change himself, And not only that, but King Boo and Luigi's Mansion King Boo don't look that different. I mean, sure, yeah, they do have vast differences. Like I said, King Boo's scarier, the Luigi's Mansion King Boo's way scarier than King Boo's, but honestly, just change his eyes, change his tongue, change the crown. You just have King Boo, and just have a less sinister laugh. That's just King Boo. He changed himself so that it's like he's like, oh, you trapped me in the painting. Just kidding, I escaped, but I don't want them to think I'm back, or they'll trap me in the painting again. So I better disguise myself as something.
And that, my friends, is who I think King Boo really is. What do you think? Do you agree with me, or do you have your own little theories or guesses as to who King Boo really is? Answer down in the comments below. Now, if you'll excuse me, ladies and biscuits, I have to get back to theorizing, because after theorizing on who King Boo is, it's gotten me really in a thinking mood, I mean, why don't Goombas wear hats with spikes on them? Where do Lakitus keep getting all these cloud froms and all these spiny eggs from? And what's up with Bowser's layout level? I mean, he always has such a big weakness. There's an axe that cuts off the bridge, or he's so weak to fireball. I mean, why not put a suit of armor on or something, or run even farther away? He's gone to space, so why not go even farther than space? Go somewhere where Mario probably would never dare to go. I mean, come on, Bowser, hire me. I could totally be your design person. I got some good ideas. I should probably print out that resume for him. Biscuits.